Out here today at a small mountain brook trout stream. It's late November. Actually snowed a few days ago. There's probably snow up here, but obviously it's melted by now. But yeah, it's getting colder. It's like 50 degrees today, but it's been in the low 30s for a while now, like the past week or so. It's dropping below 30 at night. So yeah, fall is, it's in full swing. Yeah, and winter's gonna be setting in pretty soon, but the fishing's still pretty good. And as you guys know, if you watch my videos, you can catch these brook trout all throughout the winter. So it doesn't mean the fishing's gonna slow down. It's just gonna be a little bit different. They're gonna be a little bit more sluggish, but they still bite. And luckily, with all the rain, or actually it was snow up here, all the snow, the water is up a little bit from where it was in the past couple weeks. So that'll help the fishing a little bit. Now, this creek we're at today has not been very good to me this year. There was like a big flood or something like that. It washed away a lot of the wood cover, all the logs that were making a bunch of nice deep pools, and now it's just kind of shallow. There isn't that much cover, and the size of the fish and the amount of fish I catch has gone down drastically. That doesn't mean there still aren't big ones in here, because I see them occasionally. I know they've got to be in here somewhere, but it's just hard to fish for them, and there's just probably less of them overall. But hopefully today we can turn that trend around and catch some nice fish out of this creek. This is the first spot we're going to fish today. It's a great little hole under this bridge. It's obviously not as deep as it used to be, but still definitely hold fish. I might have to adjust my indicator and have it lower down on the line than I have at other creeks, just because of how shallow it is. But right now it seems to be drifting just fine. Keeping that squirmy wormy up off the bottom. Let's drift down under here. Oh, that might have been a bite. I'm not sure though. The indicator did go down, but I set the hook, didn't really feel anything. Definitely going to get a bite out of this pool. I can tell you that for sure. I mean, if I don't, I'd be really shocked. Oh, he tried to eat the indicator. Yeah, they're in there. Maybe we'll come back and eat the nymph. Alright, we'll probably come back to this spot, tie on a different fly. Try it later. We're going to keep on moving, just so we don't spend too much time here. The fish is probably spooked. They'll probably put them down. So we'll have to wait a little bit, and then we'll be back and hopefully catch that fish. Wow, nothing under there today. Don't know what it is with this creek. I think it's time to make an adjustment. I'm going to change out my fly and put on a new nymph. I think this squirmy wormy might just be a little bit too big, too flashy right now. Wonder what we're going to use. I think we're going to use, pretty much anything else will probably work better than what I've got on right now. So yeah, we're going to get retied here and get back to fishing and hopefully start catching some fish. Well, hopefully this change of flies will bring some different results. I'm going to fish that pool that we fished first today and go back there and see if that fish is still there. Hopefully he is, and maybe we can catch him. If not, we'll just head upstream. Probably going to drive upstream because there's not too many good pools in this section besides what I've fished. At least not anymore. And then, yeah, we're going to head up the creek, find some better pools to fish. And if this creek doesn't pan out, we'll head over to the other trusty creek that's nearby, where we have been doing really well recently, and salvage the day there and catch a couple fish if this doesn't work out. But hopefully we can catch some fish here today. We'll probably at least catch a couple. I want to get one of the real big ones that I know is in this creek. All right, take number 2 at this pool. Hopefully this time we can land the fish that keeps biting. If he's still here, he might not bite again, but hopefully he will. Looks like something was playing with it down there. Not sure how big it was, but that indicator was definitely jumping around. Got him. Yep, very good brookie. He's really colorful too. All right, we got him in the net. First brookie of the day. It's a really, really nice one. Really brilliantly colored. That's what I love about this creek compared to the other ones that I fished. Is that the fish here are just so much more colorful than they are anywhere else. I mean, take a look at that fish, guys. We're, you know, past the spawn. It's almost out of November, and these fish are still brightly colored. So, first fish of the day, probably solid 5.5 inch fish, and he is just gorgeous. Not sure if he's a male or a female. They're all really colorful in this creek. But yeah, take a look at this fish. Gorgeous rags on that fish. All right, getting back in the water. Wow, that's the type of fish we're after. Hopefully we can get a couple more of them. All right, time to hop in the car and drive upstream. Just gonna hit up all the really big pools that I know have a chance of holding some big fish. Not to spend too much time fishing all the stuff in between where, you know, we're likely to just keep getting skunked and keep walking further away from the car thinking it's gonna get better when it's probably not. You know, the way this creek was last year, I'll work and catch a ton of fish, just have a great day, but this creek just can't sustain consistent fishing, so I'm just gonna hit up the good stuff and then probably head to that other creek. Oh, that was a bite. Dang it, right when I least expected it too. Dang, all I can do now is hope he comes back for it, but great to have a sign of action here in this spot. I switched back to the squirmy wormy just because the other nymph just wasn't getting it done. And this, with the squirmy wormy, first cast in this spot, well, not first cast, but first pool, I should say, that I stopped the fish, I got a bite, so it's definitely a good sign. Oh, there's a fish back there playing with it. I didn't see the bobber drop the first time because the log was in the way. Yeah, that was definitely a bite. Maybe he'll come back for it. Who knows? Come on. Oh, just big again. That's a big fish too. I just saw him. You have to break this off and tie in a new fly if we want a chance of catching it. All right, we've retied. That was our last squirmy wormy. I know where he is. I'll be able to get it back, but I can't get it without spooking this fish. So I'm gonna have to make do with this. I don't even know what you call this fly. It's got a big orange beak on it. Hopefully we'll get their attention. And yeah, hopefully we can catch this fish. Drop that in there. Come on. Well, I think that's gonna do it for this creek. We had a couple of bites, caught that one nice fish. Really brightly colored. It wasn't super big, but still a really cool fish. But yeah, we're gonna head over to another creek and hopefully we'll have some better luck there. It wasn't a bad day out here. I mean, we could have caught a couple more if I hooked some of these bites I was getting, but just not up to par with the way it's been in the past. This creek is definitely not fishing very well right now, or you know, just this year as a whole. It's just been fishing awfully. But yeah, we'll be back to it though. We're not giving up on it. But for now, heading to a different creek and hopefully we'll catch some fish there. All right, we're here at the second creek of the day. Unfortunately, I lost my last squirmy wormy, which has been the fly of choice here on these brookie streams during like the past month. But I still think we'll be able to catch some fish though. This creek has been fishing quite a lot better than that last creek we were just at. So yeah, I'm really expecting to catch some fish here. Yeah, it shouldn't really matter what we use. They're just aggressive little fish. They'll eat pretty much anything you throw in front of them. So get in here, start fishing, and catch some fish. Well, I've been fishing for a while. Haven't even had a bite on this creek yet. I've been seeing a bunch of fish, but it's just not working out today. I'm not sure if it's the fly I'm using or if it's just just a bad day in general to be fishing. But yeah, this is really, really slow. I mean, I can't think of the last time I've been on this creek and haven't caught a fish, and it's looking like that might happen today. So, I mean, maybe I was being a little too hard on that first creek, considering that the action actually was pretty decent there compared to this creek. It is what it is, you know. I mean, you can come out here and, you know, try everything, try a bunch of different flies, try different creeks, and some days the fish just aren't biting, or the fish just aren't there. I mean, so we'll give it like another half hour, maybe an hour. If we start catching fish, we'll stay a bit longer, but just not our day today. It's a little frustrating, but it is what it is. Well, I've looked through my vest and I found one more squirmy wormy. So, you know, maybe now that we have this fly back, we can turn it around and start catching some fish, because this is really being like the only thing they've been eating recently. Got him, there we go. Finally. Hooked the fish. Wow, that's a good brook trout right there. Probably like 6 to 7 inches. Finally. I told you the squirmy wormy was the key. As soon as we put it on, we caught a fish, and that's a really solid trout. Here, let me try to get this hook out of him, and then we'll show him off to you guys. Yeah, guys, take a look at this fish. Absolutely gorgeous brookie. This is what we came out here for. It's been a long grind out here today, but we're finally catching fish. Just getting back in the water. There he goes. Wow, that was awesome. Oh, another bite. These things might be heating up here. All right, let's see if we can't get a cast that's a little bit further up there. Now we're over top of this log, so that's not exactly what we wanted to do. Got him. There we go. Another really solid brook trout out of that tiny shallow pocket right there. I thought I was snagged when that bobber first went under, and I set the hooking. This thing was on there. This is another solid 5 to 5.5 inch fish. You might even be closer to 6 inches now that I look at him. Really, really pretty fish. All right, we got him unhooked. Take a look at this fish, guys. Gorgeous brookie. Let's get him back in the water. Get him up there. There he goes. Wow. So 3 fish now. 2 fish in like the last 10 minutes. I think they're starting to turn around. Well, guys, that's gonna do it for today's video. We fished for a couple hours. We fished 2 different creeks, and on this creek right here, we caught 2 fish really, really quickly once we found that one fly we were looking for. And yeah, decent day. All 3 fish were above 5 inches. One of them was actually 6.5, maybe close to 7 inches long. Yeah, so the fishing today was a lot slower than it has been recently, but it could have been a lot worse. I'm glad we were able to come out to this creek and salvage the day and catch those 2 at the end. So yeah, it wasn't too bad. So if you guys enjoyed the video, remember, like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.